Yo, what's up everyone? This is CryptoBox with another video. We create videos about blockchain games, NFTs, and more, so consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you don't miss big opportunities. So in today's video, we have Plants vs. Undead, or the PVU NFT game, play to earn game that we all know of if you were there in the play to earn scene, like, you know, in the early days basically. Plants vs. Undead was a pretty popular, like really popular game back then, and what, you know, a lot of people were anticipating a huge game launch, and people were actually making a bunch of money at some point, and you know, everything looked really well for this project. Now if you look right now, this project has looked like it's basically become forgotten. It looks like everyone forgot about this. You know, no one knows about this anymore. No one thinks it exists or anything. You can see that its highest all-time high price was $25, and the volume was 30 million. So obviously this was a huge token back then, and you can see this was just before September, so it was in August, and this is like when it was a huge game, like a really huge game. A lot of people were playing it, getting into it. The plants, the prices of the plants and trees and stuff were so expensive. It was like an Axie Infinity at that time. So then, if you were to look at it right now, this is a game that is more dead than it could ever get. Basically, it is, you know, this $975,000 in market cap is basically forgotten. No one remembers this. You know, I forgot about this game completely for a long time before I saw it on my Twitter page. I was like, oh, I remember this. And yeah, you can see the community is not happy with this. I personally am not happy because of what they've done. I bought their plants at like around this point at $4 or $3 to $4. I bought their plants. I didn't hold their tokens or anything because you know, I was more interested in their actual game. So I bought a few plants, you know, spent about $80-$90 investment, or $100 maybe, but obviously I earned $0 because I couldn't withdraw or anything because I didn't have enough funds to withdraw, I think. And yeah, this is basically a dead game. What they did at some point was they closed down their NFT game. They fully closed their game, so you could not earn a single penny for such a long time, for months, for weeks, and it was really disappointing because no one could play, no one could earn, no one could take part in their game. Of course, the game would die because of that update. So they had that happen, and they eventually released like version 3 or so something, and that, you know, went popular for like just a second or so. You can see this is right when they did it in October. You can see the spike. This is around where they did it. It's either one of these, but when they did that, you know, it went really popular for like, you know, a day or two, and then it died again. We go to their Twitter followers. They have 220,000 followers. Obviously, all of them, not all of them, but most of them are forgotten followers, like people that just forgot about this account, and because they don't tweet really that often. I've never seen them on my feed for such a long time until they've tweeted this, or no, this one right here. So we can see like they had like PVU V4. So after all that time, since October, which was when they had their version 3, they just got to version 4. So that just says it all, because they took so long to make one update, but then they rushed version 2 and 3 really, really fast. If you can see right here, we can see like after a long awaited time, finally the PvE mode will be live in update 4.0. And that is a problem. PvE was anticipated for such a long time and never came out until now. And it came out the worst time. It came out in the bear market when no one was happy with play to earn, no one was happy with any token basically. So, you know, the project really has to like understand that, you know, pushing good updates is not gonna fix up the game. It's about the situation and the time, and like if it's a bull market or bear market, if play to earn is dead or not. It all comes to that. It doesn't really matter if you have such a good game with pretty good earnings. It's obviously gonna attract some people, but it's not gonna attract a lot of people, like something with I don't know, Steppen, because Steppen did come out a few months before, so like it just when the bear market started, like a month after or two, and that's when Steppen came in. But like it didn't come with a generic play to earn Axie Infinity marketplace style. It came out with its own features, whitelist, whatever. This is just your generic game, but pays a few cents now. If we go here, this is their website. Did not change a single bit from when I last saw it. All these seeds are the same. All the game assets have no difference. The gameplay doesn't have any difference from what I've seen it before. This is just the same screenshot. Nothing really happened. They basically went dead themselves, not the community. The project obviously did go dead. The community did go dead, but the cause of that is the developers and the people, the team went dead first. So that's basically, they just became, I guess they stopped working properly, or I have no idea because I can't really explain what happened. But the farm is what they closed for such a long time. They closed the farm for so long. No one could have played for so long either. So yeah, that's basically like how the game ultimately died. Not just because of that, the game was forgotten, really didn't push out some crazy updates, like cool updates, because you had the game, you knew everything about the game because they already released a beta, so you knew every single thing about the game. You weren't excited for anything. Their farm was closed down. You already knew that farm 3.0 would be a farm again. They didn't really have anything new to come out with. They just re-released the farm a couple times, but closed it down for a long time too. And then their PVE or PvP or whatever it is, the actual game, never really came out until it seems like just today. So it's it's pretty crazy that they took this long just to make this. So I really have no idea what the project is off to. I'm pretty sure the project at some point is gonna die. By meaning like that, either the devs are just done with it, they're gonna just take the money out of the liquidity pool and leave, because honestly there is no point in trying at this point. If they really want to attract people, they would have to make the biggest comeback of their lives, and by this they have to shut down everything, but they can't now. So they have to renovate every single thing, including their website, their Twitter page. They might have to renovate their logo. You don't know. So because people are gonna look at this project like, oh, this was a project that wasn't worth my time and shouldn't be anymore, because they had their chance, it didn't work out for them. I'm gonna move off to the next project. That's normally what a normal person would think of. So obviously these people have to rebrand, or they have to redo everything about their project, to their game, to their farm, make the farm actually better, not just clicking plants and throwing some water on them daily or something, or the PvP game mode that took a long time to come out, and especially the PvE game mode that took even longer to come out. And it actually seems like it's not called PvE, it's called PvP now. But yeah, that's basically Plants vs. Undead and their situation. I personally don't think they're gonna really do anything about it. They already are pretty lazy people behind the team. I'm not saying that they're bad people. I'm not saying that they're really like not trustworthy people. I'm just saying that they're really lazy for their project being in their hands. So yeah, hopefully you appreciate this video and learn something new. You can also join our Twitter and Discord server to be a part of our like-minded community, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.